That's later today on News Center 7, beginning at 5 p.m. And to commemorate the achievements of African Americans both locally and nationally during Black History Month, News Center 7 will be asking you a related question each morning. Now, this morning's question is, who is the African American born in Xenia, the daughter of Virginia slaves, who was a Dayton teacher during and after segregation? Is it Rosa Parks, Louise Troy, Charity Adams Early? To vote, head to our WHIO News app and click on Vote Now under the Live tab. You can also vote on WHIO.com/vote now. We'll have the results and the answer coming up at 5:30. It is 5:17, and basically we are under storm tracking alert for 2 rounds of wintry precipitation. One is falling right now in Austin. You're a little nervous about the morning commute because of that.
Yeah, because we have that mix of sleet and freezing rain out there across parts of the Miami Valley. You're going to find that as you hit the roadways, some roads are going to look wet, but with temperatures this cold and with that frozen precipitation coming down, they could get a little bit icy. So let's go into the radar. Here's Live Doppler 7 showing that north of I-70, we're really seeing a light mix of some light snow and sleet and freezing rain. When you get down south of I-70, it's primarily freezing rain this morning. And on some parts of our area, that precipitation has gotten a little bit heavier, especially if you draw a line from, say, Eaton to New Lebanon to Dayton right now. We're seeing that sleet, freezing rain mix. I was just looking outside the window here at our studios, and even though the radar shows snow, this is not all snow. It's an icy mix as we get the day kicked off. And that particular band extends all the way into northern parts of Greene County right now. Fairborn, eventually getting towards Springfield, South Charleston, you're likely seeing that sleet, freezing rain mix. Northern parts of our area, there's the potential for a few snowflakes to be mixed in. We've seen the roads there in Greenville in particular had snow on them because we had some of that this morning, and then they're getting that little bit of an icy mix on top of that, likely leading to some difficult travel through parts of the Miami Valley. Now, there's more where this comes from. As we go closer to the Cincinnati area, you can see this bright band of pink indicating a wintry mix of freezing rain and sleet starting to make its way to southern parts of Butler and Warren counties, and that will continue lifting north through our area as well. So this morning is going to be a busy morning out there, and this isn't even the main event. Let's take a look into Greenville right now, and you can see what I was talking about as far as those road conditions go. The parking lot there at the Wendy's, the road in front of it, that has some snow on it. But you can notice this doesn't really look like snowflakes falling through the light. It's more of that icy mix out there. And again, that's just going to lead to a difficult morning commute in spots. Temperature-wise, we're plenty cold enough for this wintry precipitation, as we're all stuck in the 20s this morning. Let's go hour by hour through your day on Futurecast. This morning we have the chance of that wintry mix. But this kind of gets out of here. We'll fast forward to about 7 or 8 in the morning, and it's pretty much done. But then we see the main event comes in by 3 p.m., 4 p.m., widespread freezing rain, sleet, and even some snow is likely, and that's going to persist right on through the overnight hours tonight into early tomorrow morning. As far as ice goes, if you live north of I-70, there's a good chance that you see 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of ice, which is going to primarily lead to some difficult travel conditions. Now, somewhere up here, there's likely to be a band that we see some heavier icing up to 1/4 of an inch. Right now I've got that painted from Urbana down to Troy, all the way down to about Lewisburg, and that's where we could see some isolated power outages developing. The main story though is just going to be the tricky road conditions. So we have slick conditions this morning, likely improving a little bit by the middle of the day. And then you can see by tonight, as the temperatures drop and we lose the sunshine and that icing becomes more prevalent, then we could see some more widespread icy conditions on the roadways. Power outage potential today in between low and medium, mainly for the areas that see up to 1/4 of an inch of ice, because that can start to weigh down the power lines a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a widespread issue, but something that we need to be aware of. 7-day forecast shows the wintry mix today, potentially some morning flurries tomorrow, but mainly dry for the afternoon. Chilly for the weekend, but we do get back to the middle 40s by the middle of next week. Sergeant Mark Bound is in the traffic center for us this morning, and Sarge, we have the potential for some icy roads, especially on those roads that aren't pre-treated. Have you found any issues out there?
You know, I haven't come across anything yet, Austin, but this is one of those morning drives. It's a little frustrating because we're dealing with a lot of different mix of things, so we're watching that closely and staying in close touch with our police and our highway patrol posts. Now, here's I-675 at Curlin Highway. Everything that I've seen so far and all the cameras that I pulled up, even though there is this wintry mix that's coming down, I haven't seen it causing any major slowdowns on the freeway, but probably not a bad idea to consider extra drive time if you are headed out. But again, if we see any major changes, we will certainly let you know. I'm Sergeant Mark Bauer in WHIO Team Traffic.
Time is 5:22. The temperature is 28 degrees. 2022 could be a record-breaking year for people tying the knot. Just how many more people plan to get married this year? Plus,
This one, Mom.
Gotta love your mother. That Ohio reporter is gaining national attention for this candid camera moment. We'll show you the whole clip of his mother praising his work.